Recently, ST Microelectronics upgraded STM32CubeIDE, a major software we use to program the microcontrollers. And as a result of this update, the process of creating a new project, process of setting up a new project has been changed. This change is creating a lot of friction and frustration, especially among beginners, because you see how others create a project, like in tutorials, you do the same, but you get a completely different result. But fortunately, we can easily address this problem. So in just a few minutes, I will explain how to set up a new project with the latest version of STM32CubeIDE. So let's get started. So first, let's look at the CubeIDE product page. So as you see, we have different versions of the software. So if you want to follow the old tutorials, like having the same way of creating a project, you can just install, let's say, 1.19, and it will be completely fine. Okay, then we don't need to do anything. But if you want to work with the latest version, let's say CubeIDE 2.0, we also have to install CubeMX. So nowadays it is separate from CubeIDE. And the installation process is very straightforward. You press download, you usually accept the license agreement, you either create a new project or login. Then you can come back to this page and just download. And to make things even confusing, they also introduced CubeMX 2, but this is for C5 series. And that's why I'm pretty sure that you need CubeMX, because all major series, let's say STM32, F4, L4, F7, H7, all of them are supported by CubeMX. So you have to download this. And the installation process is very straightforward. You just start, you keep pressing next and next. That's it. So imagine that you installed both software tools. So you have CubeMX and CubeIDE installed, the latest version. Then what do? We first launch CubeMX. So for a while you can forget about CubeIDE. So I start the software. Then I will access the board selector, or you can choose the microcontroller if you have your own custom, let's say, board. And here we need to choose the microcontroller. So I will type one of the microcontrollers I have. So I have this board, and if you have different, of course, you need to enter the name. So then we press start project. Okay. Finally, we have this beautiful graphical representation of the ECU, along with all peripherals listed. Everything looks good. And next we need to go to the project manager, and here we need to enter the project name. Let's say test CubeMX. Then we have the project location, and the most important point is that, so here you need to choose the CubeIDE as the software tool you're using. Okay, toolchain ID, CubeIDE. Don't forget about that. Then we can press generate code. Okay. Project generation over. Then we press open project, and if you already installed the CubeIDE, it will automatically launch it. And here we need to choose the workspace, so you can create a specific directory to keep all your projects. And look at this, test CubeMX, and if I open, I have all the project files and also IOC file. It's awesome because we have everything to start working on our project. So if I want to update the peripheral configuration, I can just press on IOC file, then it will open a new window for CubeMX. Okay, so let me just configure one of the pins just for testing. So we'll GPIO output, enter user label, let's say test pin. Okay, I'll press generate code. Then if I check my project main.h, have my test pin. So I just regenerated the code, everything is working, so you can easily follow old tutorials, not only mine but all other tutorials. And the creating project is very straightforward. And the final thing to note is that if you're working with the latest CubeIDE, and if you see a tutorial when they create a project like this, file, STM32, create a new project, don't follow. Follow this guide and everything will be clear and straightforward. And once you create a project, you can easily follow the rest of the tutorial. So hope everything is clear, and if you have any questions, problems, remarks, don't hesitate to leave a message below. Thanks a lot.